Hey everyone, it's James Lambert, the international speaker, coach, mentor, author, and positive transformation expert. So, how are you doing? I hope you've had a fantastic morning so far and you've woken up with great enthusiasm and you're really happy it's the weekend. So, this Facebook Live broadcast, this is really in tribute and respect for World Suicide Prevention Day. This is a topic that's very dear to me. It's very important, particularly as I find out more about the astounding, to my way of thinking, statistics on this. Not only worldwide, but particularly in the United Kingdom. There's something like, it's now I believe the number one, this is ahead of all health related diseases, heart disease, cancer and the like, the number one cause of death amongst men 50 years and younger, suicide. That is a quite sobering thought. And I think, forgive me if my statistics are incorrect, I just heard a snippet on the radio earlier this morning. I believe as much as 100 people a week, I believe that's nationwide, men 50 and under take their lives due to suicide. This is very upsetting to me, and it's a huge thing still, because if not quite as taboo as it was when I was growing up, there's no doubt about it, let's be honest, mental illness per se is still frowned upon, or certainly seen as a weakness by some in society. And I greatly encourage a very open debate on it. I don't see it as embarrassing or a weakness at all, for in truth, usually a person has been struggling or dealing with great adversity for a very long time, and quite frankly hasn't been getting the support they need. So it's a real issue, particularly amongst men, and in part that's why I developed this, what I call modern masculinity program, because I feel for particularly young men, but I mean right up to the ages of 50 and even above, but particularly under 50 and under, there's this struggle for the male identity. What does it mean to be male in today's society? And I know, speaking for myself, there was a real conflict growing up, because although in one's heart, I believe most of us, by far the majority, we want to be peaceful, we want to be understood and to understand others. And yet we have this old paradigm that says to be male is to be tough. You know, big boys don't cry, and all of this, which is very unhelpful when you're trying to live a peaceful life, and so on. So it's this juxtaposition that doesn't sit very well with each other, and it can be very, very difficult. And this malaise, or if you like, this ease with oneself, can manifest in feeling profoundly unhappy, and that's why these young men are eventually taking their lives. Very, very sad. So, as I say, I'm very, very big on this. It is World Suicide Prevention Day, or Awareness Day, and I wanted just to dedicate this broadcast to anyone that may be feeling depressed or going through struggles. You're not alone. There is help out there for you, not least through from the Samaritans, myself included. If I can help in any shape, way or form, please do get in touch as usual. But speaking on that, I believe a big part in my own sort of, if you like, recovery from feeling very, very down or depressed was holding on to hope. Because I think when a man or woman has hope for the future, hope that things will get better, you really can get through the day, get through the hour, and be a real glowing light to motivate others. For precisely when I lost hope, I was at my most dangerous, as it were, and certainly some of the people I met that were in the dark place, it was precisely because they had lost hope that they felt so negative, that they felt so pessimistic. So hope is very important. So I urge you, friends, hold on to hope, because believe me, I've seen it in my own life. Things can and do get better if you hold on. And speaking of that, I recently returned in the last hour from a beautiful walk with Max. Yes, it's raining, but that's still beautiful, or it was raining. And I stumbled across these beautiful feathers I wanted to show you. I hope you can see that. There is one there and a small one as well. Really quite beautiful, quite contrasting in obviously size and colour. And I was interested, so I just sort of Googled it. You know, what is the significance of coming across angels? And there were lots of interesting posts on it, and I'm open to listening to different points of view. That's what's really helped me in life. Saying that it's one's angels are quite near. And I really found that, first of all, very comforting, particularly on this day that about suicide awareness and prevention. A comforting thought, again, it linked in nicely to feelings of hope. For if you truly, again, when I felt really alone and at my lowest, I felt alone. And in truth, I never was, but that feeling that those of you that have experienced depression will really know, you feel incredibly isolated, even if at the time I was living in London, a city populated by many, many millions, surrounded by people 24/7, and yet I felt tremendously alone. And so I encourage you and I are never alone. You've got so many people that love you, not just your family, not just your friends, not just some of your work colleagues and the people you might play sport with. You really are important and you matter. And that's important. If you think, say, James, actually, I don't know if you're right, you matter to me. And that is the truth. Again, you may say, James, you've never met me. And yet I believe we're all interconnected. So in the way your pain is my pain. And more importantly, to my way of thinking, your joy is my joy. So hold on to hope. I just wanted to share that I found feathers. And if you come across them, maybe be open to that just being a sign that you're not alone. And you really aren't anyway. And just in closing, I wanted to share another beautiful passage from one of my favourite authors, Paulo Coelho. His great book, Manual of the Warrior of Light. And see what you think. I thought this was appropriate for World Suicide Awareness and Prevention Day. So it says, you are not what you seem to be in moments of sadness. You are better than that. When the master sees that the warrior is depressed, he says, you are not what you seem to be in these moments of sadness. You are better than that. Many have left for reasons we will never understand, but you are still here. Why did God carry off all those amazing people and leave you? By now, millions of people will have given up. They don't get angry. They don't weep. They don't do anything. They merely wait for time to pass. They have lost the ability to react. You, however, are sad. That proves that your soul is still alive. What a beautiful sentence in closing. You, however, are sad, so that proves that your soul is still alive. So you see how that changes everything. My goodness, I wished I'd stumbled across that earlier in the way. Because when you are in the depths of depression or great sadness or anxiety, if you reframe it and see that far from losing hope and giving up and contemplating the end and checking out, quite literally, it shows that you're alive. So the very fact that you can feel is a great plus. Talk about a reason for hope. You see, it's when you've completely checked out and, you know, but even then, it's not a case to lose hope, but it's a wonderful thing. So just another example of how you can reframe the most dire circumstances seemingly. So I'll leave it there today. From my heart to yours, much, much love. Never give up. You're not alone. I'm here for you. Loads of people are here for you. Your life matters and it really is important. And by Jove, yes, you would be missed. So have a great rest of your day and know this, that you, yes, you are unstoppable. And I believe in you. Until next time.